in Louisiana. Okay, delegates, I would like to address some of the cons. Well, first I would like to apologize for the typos in my proposal. What I am debating right now is what I mean. These people, yes, we will try to force them to go to rehabilitation. If they do not comply, if they say, no, I will not go to rehabilitation, I do not want custody of my child. I do not want to fight for my child. I do not want to get better to take care of my child and have a good relationship with my child and keep my child in a safe home without drugs and have them mentally stable and have a mother that can provide for them, that can take care of their needs, because they will have more with the issues that they face in their life to come with these withdrawal symptoms. Now, there will be no penalty for them not going, except that they do not receive custody. That will be the penalty, that they will not receive custody for not complying with this rule that we will put in place if this proposal is passed. So another thing that people mentioned that I heard a lot was, we're sending these kids, we are sending these kids to foster care, and foster care is a broken system. That is true. Foster care is a broken system. It can be at some points, but guess what is also broken? Guess what is also broken? When you send an infant home with someone who could possibly be abusing heroin. Do you think that they can take care of a baby if they can't even take care of themselves? I'm sorry, that's just ridiculous. And another thing is, heroin addicts, they have an addiction. That's what they put first. They are not putting their child first. You think that mothers will put their child first? Then why did they do this in the first place? Why did they abuse drugs when they were pregnant? And also, this does not apply to someone who didn't know they were pregnant and they go to the doctor and they say, I didn't know I was pregnant, I have been doing these drugs, help me, I need help, or just, what do I do? This does not apply to them. So that's okay if they didn't know they were pregnant, and they tell their doctors that's the case, that's many cases, and they get the help that they need, and their children get the help that they need. Right now, in the US, children are not getting the help that they deserve. Now also, the cost of this, the $53,400, that was an average, because these cases vary. They can be as little as excessive crying to seizures. That's why this proposal is so broad. That's why we have to, that's why they can either have the year time after, that could be taken away. They could immediately get custody of their child for for an incident minor. For a major incident, they might have to have that whole year. It might be 6 months. That's just the way it is. All of these cases are different cases. All of these children are different individuals that we are dealing with different varying symptoms. Now, I came up with this proposal because I personally know someone, this little personal story here, I personally had a family friend who took in a child with these disabilities. So yes, this child was lucky enough to find a safe home, and yes, this child will grow up with these people as parents because the mother doesn't care. That mother does not care, and this child will have disabilities for their entire life. Also, a delegate at this conference came up to me after I presented my proposal in a committee, and she told me that her foster brother had this issue, and I didn't, honestly, it's just so crazy how prevalent this is in society and how we need to change it, and how we are sending infants home who have no say, who have no way to take care of themselves, with people who might be abusing opioids. Thank you. I yield my time to the chair, and thank you for the amazing debate.
Thank you, author. Before we move on, the chair will implore this General Assembly to remain in order. After the vote is taken on this proposal, there are very important announcements to get through, and it requires absolute decorum. That being said, the rovers will seal the chambers. The motion before the General Assembly is that proposal number 433 be recommended to pass. All those in favor, please stand and say aye. Aye. Thank you. All those opposed, please stand and say nay. Nay. Thank you. This proposal does pass. We will take a standing vote.
Thank you.
Delegates, please remain in order. The presiding officer will look you directly in the eye, point at you, and instruct you to be seated. All those in favor, please stand and remain standing until you make eye contact with the presiding officer. Thank you, delegates. All those opposed, please stand and remain standing until you make eye contact with the presiding officer.
Delegate.
By a vote of 177 in favor and 110 in opposition, this proposal does